settings down there, Luna.
Yeah, I had to figure out a different way to set that up. Oh, I am.
What?
I said, oh, I am streaming.
Oh.
I was wondering what was taking so long. And I go, oh, there we go. No, because I stream here and there on YouTube. Just something to do. I play all positions, not just one positions. I want all positions.
Yeah.
It's from a movie. Want to know
What movie?
Corbin Dallas movie pass. Big bada boom.
What's the name of the movie?
Had Bruce Willis in it.
Okay.
Fifth Element.
It's been a very long time since I've seen that movie, and I've only seen it like maybe 6 times.
Oh, okay.
It's not something I'm gonna recognize with the saying.
Maybe I should wear Habib Light. That's better. Habib Light. I'm sorry. I've seen that movie so many times. It's actually what made her career like really pop.
Oh, those are so cute.
Maybe.
Yeah. Whoa.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I'm sorry, no.
I'm talking about Resident Evil chick. The main
Mila
character.
Jokovic?
Yes.
Okay.
She played in the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
It really made her career pop.
I don't think she was in the Fifth Element, baby. Mila Jokovic. Look at how fast I can do this. Holy shit. Yeah, you're right. It's the second movie that popped up.
Yep.
Do you know what her very first movie was?
Nope.
I bet you don't.
Nope. Oh, My Girl?
Return to Blue Lagoon.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen the original Blue Lagoon about the two people on it's a brother and a sister. They get stranded on an island from a boat accident, like a ship crashed and everybody died but them. She started her period. They made a baby.
No.
They went out on a boat after that, and they were going to eat these what they thought were poison berries that put them to sleep. And another ship came by and found them and realized who they were. And then they did a sequel to that original movie called Return to Blue Lagoon, and that's where Mila Jokovic
No,
came
I've never seen Return. I've never seen Blue Lagoon or Return to Blue Lagoon.
in. Now you ready for this?
What?
Do you remember the movie called The Messenger? The story of Joan of Arc?
Yeah.
That was Mila Jokovic. The main actress that was going crazy and was playing Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
That was her.
Oh.
She was really young. She was also in The Three Musketeers. The one with Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger was in Three Musketeers.
I believe that's Heath Ledger I'm looking at. No, I'm sorry. Orlando Bloom was. That's my bad. It was Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom was in the Three Musketeers.
2011.
Oh, the newest one.
I don't know.
Yeah, because the Three Musketeers I remember had not before.
There was the Three Musketeers, the Four Musketeers, the Return of the Musketeers. What the fuck?
The Man in the Iron Mask with Leonardo DiCaprio.
That was a good movie.
Those are the Three Musketeers I remember, and that came out way before 2000, especially 11. One of them came out back in the 90s.
Yeah, the original came out in the 80s, 89.
That's a black and white, or yeah, because I remember watching that in school.
Yeah, they had one way older than that.
That was the original story of the Three Musketeers. But I didn't know he was in.
I didn't mean Heath Ledger.
No, Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom was.
Isn't Orlando Bloom the one that played in Lord of the Rings as the elf?
What else did he play in?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Duh.
So they had the Four Musketeers.
Don't tell the elf.
Cost me. The Four Musketeers was a black and white movie that came out in 1974. There was a Three Musketeers movie in 2011. It's on Tubi, actually. It pops up as that. There was the 1993 Three Musketeers that was done by Disney.
That's the one right there.
There was another Three Musketeers in 1948 that came out. That's probably the original one we all saw before. In
school? Yeah.
Then there was the Three Musketeers that came out in 1973. That's on Amazon Prime. There's one called La Femme Musketeer. Came out on Pluto in 2004.
I know about the Mouseketeers.
Now, you ready for this?
Yeah.
There was the Three Musketeers that came out in 1921. It's a 2-hour and 10-minute long black and white movie. So you have 1921 that would have came first, right? And then you have...
I don't know. I've seen one of them that was in black and white. The
Three Musketeers in 1948 is also in black and white. Followed by 1974, I want to say. 1948. So it started in 1921.
Wow.
Man in the Iron Mask was 98.
Today,
The Three Musketeers
from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland,
that was in that Man in the Iron Mask.
Of the NFL.
The one that I'm talking about. Yeah. So, but I didn't know about the 2011 one. I want to see it now. Because last time I watched Three Musketeers, I looked at it, I was like, what the hell is this? This is just not, it kind of ruined it in my eyes. But I'm also used to the Disney one, too.
Oh, the Disney one was excellent.
Yeah,
this guy has a fight with 3 guys in one day.
The Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
The duel at the very beginning, I'll fight you at 12 o'clock.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the
And as he
Baltimore
shows up to the
Ravens.
first fight, the other 2 guys are like, hey, wait, we got to fight with him in an hour. Don't worry, I'll get to you. Give me a minute. Let me fight this guy first.
Hello and welcome. My name is B-Man.
Cookie's playing Hogwarts.
Oh.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Gryffindor.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. Throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
was to let Rashad Bateman's arrival into the Baltimore Ravens lineup in 2021, but he still put up 515 yards in 12 games as a rookie. The Ravens do believe a 1,000-yard season is more than possible from their first rounder in 2022. Here, he gets him a first down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Newt?
Yeah, Newt.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown,
that
Buffalo.
was Diggs.
Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
We won't stream on Twitch until you get everything done. Tomorrow, I want you to play Golden. Okay?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Whoa.
On play action, they'll throw.
The wrong payment method in here.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tommy Sweeney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
I felt
That's true.
backwards.
You said that before.
Can't believe I fumbled that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out on the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Interception with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Can't always start to dig.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Touchdown, Bills! Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I did
I'm
sub.
sure
I
he
have
said
19
challenge accepted.
Right now it's like 5:41.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
So if I have 19, that's enough to go get you a bag if needs be.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. Right. Yeah. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
Ooh, what chest on
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Sorry, guys.
Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
I'm going to start trying to play Subnautica on PC.
Yeah. That's fine.
On second and 11 now. Jackson, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Burrow, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we moved to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Jalen Guyton, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. McKenzie now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Right?
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
I said B-Man just pulled out his back scratcher and says, hey, look, I don't need you anymore. And he says, hey, B-Man, listen, you may not need her for that, but there's a lot of other things you don't need her for. Maybe you should reword that as I'm a little bit more independent now.
Absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run here with Singletary. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Singletary again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Oh! Freddie said since Main Dad is sleeping, if he gets 100 biddies or so, should I go over there and take him?
Here's the option. Running right.
Should I go buy some biddies?
He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Fumble. Got the ball. Yes.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game.
3rd fumble.
You can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2s. Oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
I fucking say that on stream.
Here we go. 45. White. And the ball. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. Always a benefit to have a quarterback that can roam outside of the pocket and make that throw, and I guess it's helpful to have a guy that can come down with a ball like that.
All of that ties in together perfectly. Imagine being on the other side of the ball, though. You think you've got coverage. The play gets extended. Now you've got to find a receiver to plaster onto before the ball gets there. Very difficult to do.
So that changes things in a
he said
big
no,
way. Now
he
from
won't
all the
do
way
it.
down inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. We're in Baltimore.
He
Third
says he'll
quarter
tell you
action.
why. If he
2nd
does
and
it to
10.
him, it opens it up for him to do
Off
it
the
back.
play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Going for it all. And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
And that is incomplete. But
We all know he's not going to do
forcing the
that.
errant pass. 4th down coming up. They'll look to throw again.
Okay, no more biddies.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
$13.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
Because
I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
Those roundups come in handy because now I have over $10 where I can transfer.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Not even subs.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Saturday, and I'm off for 2 days. We already said we're trying to stream till Sunday.
One out for Crowder.
And
is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown.
Sunday or Monday.
Jamison Crowder, 57 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Like our profile and stuff.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
There's still people that are alive. Been playing football since the beginning of.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
There's a lot of famous people that play these football games.
That's why I want the next one. I want to pre-order it.
If you're liking them, then yeah. You know, if I'm seeing you're playing them like this.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away.
I only wanted the last basketball because of, what's his name?
LeBron James.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Just like this, I only wanted this one.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Just like he used to play a lot of baseball.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play. It's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
On second down, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Jackson on first down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. The 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
I thought they were going to get it, right?
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Get an interception.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively? And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The kick by Bass is good. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jackson will throw again. He'll find Bateman once more. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. One last shot for Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
That game.
So for the Bills, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals.
That's what I thought. The sun's not turning, Dad.
That hurt.
Yeah, it looks like this isn't going to work at all. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Surprised the old man ain't called yet.
I know. I'll do my best.
Check it, okay, I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible, go against the team, the thing they know not to do, bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do, time after time we do the impossible, you ain't made it till you got stylers, go out and shop for you, you ain't made it till they put
Just the one hand. Now what's funny is, honey, my hand's cold. This hand that's by the window is fine. This hand is ice.
Because you're losing circulation. Okay. Yeah. Look, I finished a cup of coffee.
Copy?
It said I finished my cup of coffee. You want coffee?
Copy?
I have to get. I'm streaming.
I'm playing marbles and watching the stream. No, I can't take it with me neither.
Oh, he failed. 13 is a
Here we go. 10 black. Set, go. Down. 45. White. Ready. On the set. Cut.
Come on, dude. Come on. Yeah.
Ready. Set, ready. Red, 38. Set, cut.
He says, everybody give me your balls. Show me your balls. I want to see those balls rolling down the track. So I said, B-Man says, well, if balls is what you want to see rolling down a track, he can give that to you, but it might be a little painful to watch. He says, yeah, that would be painful to watch, but what can I say? I like watching the marbles. I'm a marbles guy. I like my marbles.
I play the whole game. I play everybody. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Probably Sunday or Monday, we're going to be streaming on Twitch. We're going to have our bells and whistles. We're going to have our camera activated and everything like that. So yeah, please join us.
Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
He was old though.
Oh yeah. He wasn't that
It's
old.
the Buffalo Bills taking
How old
on
do you
the
think he was?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
65, 70.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills.
1936 to 2021.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
He's all blurry on here. They're not.
Now back to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tommy Sweeney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
It's a new type of underwear for women that have what they call incontinence.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score.
After
the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Pair of underwear where, like, if I were to sneeze or Like when I fell in the parking lot that other day.
Fielded right around
and
the
I peed
8.
my pants and it was all over. This would help.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Not like a cotton pair like what I'm wearing right now, except it has like elite guard.
Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They go play action. Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. 30, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They go play action with Trubisky.
Shit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Well, the Steelers and Bills, they played in the season opener last year, if you recall, and it was the Steelers who pulled off a bit of a stunner. They rallied late, beat the Bills in Buffalo 23-16. Buffalo a little bit of a rocky start to the season, but they would quickly right the ship.
They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Trubisky.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Harris running straight ahead. And he gets it down to the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now it's Trubisky.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up
I
in the
was
red
just
zone.
asking if you would
Excellent
like to
play.
go down and be in a safety meeting. They're doing it right now. If you could pause it and take a minute and tell everybody you'll be back, or just stop streaming and start it back up when you get back.